Good morning, dear learners. So, today we are going to deal with a new chapter, chapter 2, map scale. And here we'll discuss about the map scale. And because here without scale, it's uh, the map when we draw it, it is called sketch. So, why the scales are so important? What does it mean? What are the different methods showing the scale on a map? How useful is the scale is measuring the distance and the area. So these all things we are going to discuss in this chapter. So here firstly students, there are three words which are in the glossary portion. First is denominator, which are the figure below the line of the fraction. It is called denominator. Like if there is mention 1 ratio 1 is to 50,000, so here 50,000 is denominator. Next is numerator. Numerator is the number above the line in fraction. For example, 1 is to 50,000 is here 1 is numerator. Next is representative fraction. So this is the method of scale, like it method of representing a scale in a fraction, showing ratio between distance on a paper and the distance on the ground, that actual distance of on the ground, right? So first is the topic is what is a scale. So students, if we talk about the scale is a bar indicating equal divisions, each marked with the reading in kilometers or miles, right? So here we can say scale is the ratio between the distance on a map and the real distance on the earth's surface. It may be expressed as a representative fraction, a line scale. So this kind of map scale, it is called map scale. Next is students, there are at least three ways in which this relationship can be expressed. First is a statement of a scale, and second is a representative fraction, and third one is graphical state. So each of these methods of a scale has advantages and limitations. Okay, so here's, before explaining these three ways, I just want to explain these methods of a scale. So generally we are using two methods. One is matrix system of measurement, and another one is English system of measurement. So in metric system we are using like kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So from uh, big unit to a small unit, like millimeter is the smallest one and hectometer is the biggest one. So in this sequence all the units we are using in metric system. And in English system we are using 1 mile is equal to 8 furlongs, for 1 furlong is equal to 220 yards. So these are the units we are using in English system. Now let's understand about the three ways of scale. Like first is statement of a scale. So in this method students, we generally use the scale is indicated in the form of written statement. For example, 1 centimeter on the map represents 1 kilometer on the ground. So the scale is written in centimeter or kilometer. This means that 1 centimeter on the map corresponds to 1 kilometer on the ground. So statement of a scale is simple to express in words, but it is difficult for those who are not familiar with the units of measurement used. Okay, so sometimes we can see there are some demerits also in a statement of a scale. And then we have graphical or bar scale. In graphical or bar scale students, here we represent it in a different way, like uh, if we talk about the advantage, so it is valid even during enlargement or reduction of maps. And we can say graphical scale is easy to be constructed, and we can measure actual distance through this scale, so it is easily understood. So here students, you can see this is the graphical methods, how we use it. So we show it like this. We are using it is in a rectangular form. We're drawing it in a rectangular form, and we show here some units we are showing here, and the primary and secondary. Suppose you can see here, this is the portion of this is the primary division, and this is the secondary division. We are dividing it in this way, and then alternatively we shaded it also. Clear? So I'll explain it in the next section. Third is representative fraction, students. So here representative fractions, especially in this is the third type of a scale, is RF, representative fractions. So shows the relationship between the map distance and the corresponding ground distance in units of length, right? So here students, for example, 1 is to 1 lakh means 1 unit of distance on the map correspondence, and 1 lakh unit of distance on the ground. So this is actual distance. So if I tell you about the formula, so we are using here formula like RF is equal to a distance from the paper distance by ground distance. Okay, so this is to be simple to easy to understand, is paper distance or ground distance. Okay, so through this we can draw this, and this is the good method, because when we are using statement of scale, so that time it's not easy, it's very difficult to, because this time if we have to enlarge or reduce the scale, so it will be very difficult to reduce or enlarge the scale. But in graphical or bar scale or representative fraction, it is a little bit easy to change. But in graphical scale, one demerit also, it is useful only to those people who are familiar with the particular unit of measurement, then it will be easy. Otherwise, if we talk about the merit, the scale remains true even after reduction or enlargement of the map. Okay, so in the next video we'll discuss how to construct the bar graph, is a graphical representative, and I'll explain about the representative fractions also. So till then, thank you so much, student.